court restrains Efcc from arresting, detaining, prosecuting former Kogi governor. Can you imagine? So we've had a case of Efcc locating him at his Abuja house and lay siege in his house to take him. Unfortunately, the police orderly that are attached to Bello had to counter the move against the EFCC, and it became a fight between the police and the EFCC today. As if that is not enough, he has now run to maybe the IPC leadership now and secured court injunction restraining the EFCC from arresting him. How long will this be? Even the judge that gave the judgment must be sick. Let's see how it goes. A high court sitting in Lokoja, Kogi State, has restrained the EFCC, from infringing on the fundamental human rights of Alhaji Bello, former Kogi State governor. Can you imagine? It must be some of those judges that they installed when he was the governor that are trying to protect him now. So in a 2-hour judgment delivered on Wednesday at the High Court 4 and presided over by Honorable Justice I.A. Jamil in suit number HCL 68M2020, the court restrained the EFCC from arresting, detaining, and prosecuting the applicant except as authorized by the court. This is a definite order following the earlier interim injunction given. Can you imagine? So the judgment followed the suit brought before the court by Alhaji Bello, the applicant seeking to enforce his fundamental right against the EFCC. So the court equally restrained the respondent from continuing to persecute the applicant. So earlier in the judgment, the court dismissed the issue of jurisdiction as challenged by the EFCC. So the applicant's counsel, S.A. Abbas and M.S. Yusuf, described the judgment as landmark, while the defendant counsel, T.U. Odima and Patrick O. Jibril, also aligned themselves to the judgment, describing it as thorough. Can you imagine? So as if police is not enough, so the man has gone to court to secure an injunction to restrain him from being arrested, or to restrain the EFCC from arresting him. How long will this continue? Ha ha ha. Now, and I know that when EFCC laid siege on that on his house at Abuja, what is his name? The current governor of the state, Usman Ododo, had to visit him to see what is happening. I know that no matter how they try to evade justice, they will be arrested. This man will be arrested. The Kogi people complained so much about Yaya Bello, so he cannot go unpunished. Yes, I don't think he will go unpunished. This is just too much. So what is the role of judiciary in this country? So after people have committed all kinds of fraud, it's judiciary that will be protecting them. The same way with the case of someone like Peter Delay in his time, that the Federal High Court or is the Supreme Court had to give perpetual injunction for anybody never to touch Odelay's case again for life. Can you imagine? So now, I'm sure this Yaya Bello has started taking that line to make sure he secures all kinds of injunction to restrain anybody from arresting him, calling it a fundamental human right. Why? That we're talking about a case of fraud here, with somebody that has no immunity. We're talking about fundamental human right. I think EFCC should appeal this judgment somewhere and upturn it and get this man arrested. That is it. The judge in local judge that gave this injunction, or rather this judgment, must have collected something from Bello. If not, there's no way any normal person will not allow this guy to be arrested. What the hell? So the money he stole from government house now as a governor, then he's not using to protect himself now from judgment. And we'll see how long this will take him. To tell you the truth, we'll see how far this will take him. Because this is not right at all. It is not. There are two judgments, two comments here. As I say, stop this drama, Mr. George. and let the criminal Bello go and clear his name with EFCC. The idiot ran to the president thinking he's covered. He must go to jail. Don't be lie. He must have run. Apart from running to the president, you not see that they use the court in Lokoja to do this thing, not the court in Abuja. So the thing I suspect that it must be the Bello that must have installed this judge when he was the governor. Because I remember he installed so many judiciary officers before he left and put everything in place. I'm sure he was preparing. He knew what would happen after he had left office. So he had to put all of those people in place so that when the time comes, they will come to his rescue. How long will they continue to protect him? He has a case to answer. He has a case to answer. He should be allowed to answer that case. I trust EFCC. They will go and get another, they will appeal the judgment and get another court injunction to pick this man and dock him somewhere. The judge that gives this restraining order is as criminal as Bello. And so I will appeal such kangaroo restraint. That's what somebody is saying here. So this judgment has to be appealed. Of course, it should be appealed. Because this guy, this Bello, with the way he suffered the people of Kogi in his time, there's no way they will keep him quiet. He must vomit what he has stolen. It's a must. It's a must. He must vomit what he has stolen. They will not let him just take Kogi money like that and now using the Kogi money to protect himself. That is not going to work. That is not going to work. So the thing here is that the guy has secured court injunction just to save his head and save him from being arrested by EFCC. Can that court injunction stand? And will EFCC watch that court injunction be in place like that while this man will continue to move around freely? I doubt it. I doubt it. EFCC will have to appeal it. And even his brother, Bello, they will also pick up that one because both of them are together. I don't know whether Bello had been taken by now, but this guy was using his brother or rather his cousin to do all the looting. God will help these people of Kogi State in the hand of Bello. So he should be arrested. I know that is why he planted Usman Ododo so that Usman Ododo will protect him. But how long will Usman Ododo protect him? That is the question. Because that court injunction, I tell you, must have come from the governor telling the judge what to do, and the judge agreed. But I expect the higher court to, overturn that judgment and take Bello straight away to go and face the judgment. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.